It sounds dramatic, but in 2025, Spain flipped the script on decades of complacency. A country once dismissed as a passive player in NATO suddenly made headlines by declaring a historic leap in defense spending. The timing isn't random. With tensions stretching from Eastern Europe to the Middle East, Spain has decided it's done playing second fiddle on the global stage. This is a comeback, bold, expensive, and decades overdue. For years, Spain coasted under the radar. Tucked away in Europe's southwest corner, flanked by the Pyrenees and Atlantic, the country was far from the flashpoints of Russia or the Middle East. NATO allies often raised eyebrows at Spain's sluggish defense contributions, nowhere near the alliance's 2% of GDP target. But in 2025, that all changed. Spain committed to hitting the NATO benchmark, launching a sweeping transformation of its armed forces. The spark? A geopolitical wildfire. The Ukraine war rattled Europe's foundations. The return of great power competition forced countries to reevaluate decades of military inertia. And Spain, quietly but decisively, said, "Enough." The public was caught off guard. Analysts, less so. Those paying close attention saw it coming. Escalating cyber threats, Russian aggression, Middle Eastern volatility, and the creeping realization that Europe needed more than just goodwill and sanctions. Now, let's talk numbers, because the money trail tells the real story. Spain is injecting between 10.5 and 10.7 billion euros in new defense funds in 2025 alone. That brings total military spending up to 33 billion euros annually. For context, that's the largest military budget Spain has ever had. This isn't a marginal boost, it's a seismic shift. In fact, this investment puts Spain within striking distance of Europe's top 5 defense spenders. Just a few years ago, such ambition would have sounded far-fetched. Break that down, and the strategy becomes clear. 35% goes to improving troop conditions and upgrading personal equipment, better armor, smarter gear, and tech-enhanced command systems. This includes exoskeleton prototypes, night vision systems, and soldier-wearable AI-assisted HUDs. 31% is poured into digital fortresses, cybersecurity, encrypted communications, and satellite infrastructure. This is Spain fortifying its nervous system for modern war. Think more satellites in orbit, better battlefield intel, and communications systems immune to electronic warfare. 19% targets the sharp end of the spear. New weapons, advanced deterrence, and big-ticket platforms, missiles, drones, precision-guided munitions, and naval modernization fits squarely here. 17% supports dual-use capabilities for military and disaster response. Spain isn't just preparing for war, it's preparing for anything. Forest fires, floods, pandemics, Spanish troops are being trained to respond just as quickly to humanitarian crises as they are to military threats. And 3% backs peacekeeping operations, reflecting Spain's growing role in international stability missions. That includes missions in Africa, the Balkans, and support roles in Ukraine. But a budget is only as powerful as the hardware it delivers. Enter Spain's modernization blitz. The army is getting a top-down makeover. The aging Leopard 2A4 tanks are being phased out, with upgraded Leopard 2E units fitted with active protection systems and next-gen firepower. There's talk of acquiring Leopard 2A8s, a game-changer if confirmed. These new models bring longer range guns, higher durability, and increased battlefield survivability. Artillery is being overhauled too. Spain is procuring 145 new self-propelled howitzers to replace Cold War-era systems. These units bring precision, mobility, and lethal reach. Combined with real-time drone surveillance, these howitzers can hit targets with surgical accuracy. Helicopter fleets are going leaner, meaner, and more versatile, with new multi-role choppers tailored for recon, medevac, and rapid strike missions. Add in a lineup of modern engineering and battlefield intelligence vehicles, and the army becomes more agile, smarter, and far more lethal. Spain's focus on light, deployable forces positions it for fast reactions across a wide range of terrains and scenarios. The Navy? It's surfacing with force. The S-80+ submarine program expands Spain's underwater reach, while new frigates modernize surface warfare capabilities. And yes, the F-35B is on the radar. A stealth, carrier-capable fighter would catapult Spain's naval aviation into the elite tier. These capabilities make the Spanish Navy a true blue-water fleet capable of global reach and sea control. In the skies, Spain's Eurofighter Typhoons are getting critical upgrades in avionics, weapons, and electronic warfare. But the real leap is orbital. Investment in space and cyber defense means Spain isn't just preparing for ground fights, it's preparing for the battles no one sees. Space-based sensors, early warning systems, and real-time data relay will give Spain eyes in the sky like never before. All of this ladders up to Spain's master plan, Fuerza 2035. This initiative reimagines Spain's military for next-gen warfare. Picture this: AI-driven battlefield coordination, drone swarms in the sky and on the ground, unmanned vehicles scouting ahead, and quantum-secure communication linking it all. Commanders with real-time feeds from satellites, drones, and wearable sensors can make split-second decisions with devastating precision. Over 3 billion euros is earmarked specifically for this digital transition. Spain is investing in AI, quantum computing, encrypted networks, and autonomous systems, the core tech that defines victory in future conflicts. Spanish engineers are now working on swarm algorithms, edge computing for battlefield use, and machine learning models that predict enemy movements. And Spain isn't doing this alone. It's joining the Main Ground Combat System program alongside Germany and France, a collaborative European effort to build the tank of the future and define joint combat strategy for the 21st century. The collaboration also includes integration with the Future Combat Air System, pushing Spain deeper into the core of European defense innovation. Strategically, the ripple effects are massive. Spain's upgrade elevates its role in NATO. No longer a backbencher, Madrid is emerging as a central player in European defense. It's active in 16 peace missions, training Ukrainian forces, and investing in interoperability with EU and NATO forces. Spanish forces are also stepping up their presence in the Baltics and the Mediterranean, giving NATO flexibility across key theaters. But this is more than just alliance politics. Spain is staking a claim for strategic autonomy. By rebuilding its defense industry and investing in sovereign capabilities, it's aiming to be Europe's go-to partner in crises, whether it's conflict, disaster relief, or cyber war. Domestic production facilities are ramping up, creating thousands of jobs and ensuring rapid production without foreign bottlenecks. Of course, bold plans face fierce headwinds. Political opposition is brewing. Some parties question the sustainability of increased defense spending, especially in a country juggling healthcare, pensions, and social welfare demands. The debate intensifies as the cost of living rises, forcing the government to constantly justify its dual focus on guns and butter. Public debate is intense. Is this military revival overdue or overkill? Some citizens applaud Spain's rising strategic relevance. Others worry it's borrowing too heavily from the future. Civil society is split, and parliamentary debates are becoming increasingly heated. Yet, the stakes are undeniable. Spain is currently ranked 17th in global military power. It boasts 327 main battle tanks, 11 frigates, 68 Eurofighters, and rising capabilities in cyber and space warfare. That makes it more formidable than many assume. And with projections pushing it into the top 15 by 2027, Spain is rapidly outgrowing its quiet ally label. Fun fact, Spain's cyber forces can already detect and neutralize sophisticated intrusions in real time. Another, its F-110 frigates will be among the most advanced in the Mediterranean, with radar and missile systems rivaling those of much larger navies. Even Spain's military academies are updating their curricula to focus on cyber strategy, artificial intelligence, and joint operations. So, what does the road ahead look like? If Spain stays the course, it could become a model for military reinvention, a mid-tier power that leverages smart spending, European partnerships, and tech-forward doctrine to punch far above its weight. Other southern European nations are already studying Spain's approach, but it won't be easy. Defense reform is a marathon, not a sprint. Success will depend on political will, industrial execution, and whether Spain can maintain this pace through 2035 and beyond. The real test will come during the next crisis, when speed, resilience, and readiness will decide whether this transformation was worth it. So we leave you with this. Could Spain be the blueprint for a new European defense identity? Let us know what you think. And don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the world's military transformations.